Yes. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Just a few quick notes on existentialist ethics. Okay. There we go. All right. We're in business now. Okay. So, in a God centered world, God creates human beings and gives them a set of instructions by which to live, right? So there's a God, there are divine commands, there's a natural law within us, and we're to do certain things in the world, X, Y, and Z, in order to say, you know, go to heaven, okay? Well, in an atheistic worldview, like the view of Nietzsche and Sartre, there is no God in the picture, and so there are no divine commands in the picture, and there's no, natural law within, okay, kind of, pushing us toward, what's good, okay? So, minus God and minus divine commands and minus a natural law ethic, we're pretty much alone in the universe, right? And we're alone and we have to basically create our own, moral code. We have to create our own meaning in life, because there's no meaning coming from the outside that's imposed upon us, right? So it's pretty much up to us, and this can be scary for a lot of people, and it can be so scary that a lot of people end up, fleeing back to the religious tradition from which they come, whether it's Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism. They end up fleeing back because there are answers given to these people from these religions, okay? And this is very comforting. I mean, who doesn't want answers? Who doesn't want to be told, this is the right way to live? Here is what you are to do to have a meaningful life and to make it to the hereafter in whatever way it's conceived, whether it's heaven in the in the West, or whether it's something like nirvana, like it's conceived of in the East, okay? This is very comforting for people, okay? But if there's no absolute, like, say, God, and if there's no, meaning to life, and there's no afterlife to which I'm going, after I shuffle off these mortal coils, okay? It can be very frightening to do everything myself, right? The ball is in my court now, or the paint brushes and the paint buckets are in my hands, and I have to create everything. Well, no, I want it to be done for me. Well, sorry, it's just not that way in an atheistic universe. Okay, so as we read, Nietzsche and Sartre and others, we can really think of life as art. As making a work of art out of ourselves over, the span of our lifetimes, right? Okay? Maybe the first 40 years, your life was really sucky, but for the next 40 years, it's going to get really, really good. Or, listen to that Tim McGraw song, My Next 30 Years, or The Next 30 Years. We have to take these materials we've been, given by the universe, not God, but by the universe, and we have to make a work of art out of our lives. Okay, so imagine yourself as like a blank canvas, and you have to throw up the paint and take your hands and fingers and the brushes and try to create something beautiful out of it. Okay, or you can picture yourself as like a slab of marble or a slab of stone, and each year you're chiseling various parts of yourself out of that rock. Okay, and at the end of it all, you might have something like a work of art. Okay, what else is there to do in life if there isn't a God to tell you what to do or what to strive for? Well, we can have little, goals in life, but there's no big goal to life that is imposed upon us from the outside by, say, God or some Platonic realm of forms. Okay, so it's really up to you to make something of yourself. And, there's really nobody else to blame when things go wrong except yourself, okay? This is a big thing in existentialism, no excuses, okay? If you F something up, you own up to it. Maybe the world would be a lot better place if people, worked harder and complained a lot less, okay? So, you know, whether we agree with the atheistic existentialists or not, the point is we can still learn from them and, see how maybe other people in the world might think. We can kind of wear their ideas for a while or put on their lenses, and see the world through their lenses, and we just become more understanding human beings. And, hopefully better human beings in the process. So nobody's being asked to believe any of this, but just give it a fair hearing, okay, and kind of weigh it out. And that's what we should be doing with everything in a university, okay? Give every side a fair hearing, kind of put it on the scale, weigh it out, and we can begin to separate the true from the false, okay? So that's just a brief mini reply on existentialism, specifically of the atheistic sort, the Nietzschean and the Sardian, sorts that we've been looking at here. So everybody hang in there, and we've only got a few more weeks to go, and let's all keep moving onward and upward here at Doane University. Talk to you soon.